Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Would you tell me, please, which way I ought to walk from here? Well, that depends a good deal on where you want to get to, said the cat. I don't much care where, said Alice. Then it doesn't matter which way to walk, said the cat. Alice in Wonderland. You've been asked to put together a jigsaw puzzle. Having done many such puzzles before, you're excited to get started. You pour out all 1,000 pieces, spread them out across a large table. You then pick up the lid to the box to look at what you're putting together. But there's no picture. It's blank. How will you ever be able to finish the puzzle without knowing what it looks like? You wonder. If only you had a 1 second glimpse of what it's supposed to be, then you'd need. That's all you'd need. What a difference it'd make. Without it, you don't have a clue where to start. Now think about your life in your 1,000 pieces. Do you have an end in mind? Do you have a clear picture of who you want to be 1 year from now, 5 years from now? Or are you clueless? Habit 2, begin with the end in mind, means developing a clear picture of where you want to go with your life. It means deciding what your values are and setting goals. Habit 1 says you are the driver of your life, not the passenger. Habit 2 says since you're the driver, deciding where to go and draw up a map to get there. Now just wait a minute, Sean, you might be thinking, I don't know what my end in mind is. I don't know where I want to be when I grow up. If it makes you feel any better, I'm grown up and I still don't know what I want to be. By saying begin with the end in mind, I'm not talking about deciding every little detail of your future, like choosing your career or deciding who you'll marry. I'm simply talking about thinking beyond today and deciding what direction you want to take your life, so that each step you take is always in the right direction. Begin it with the end in mind, what it means. You may not realize it, but you do it all the time. Beginning with the end in mind, that is. You draw up a blueprint before you build a house. You read a recipe before you bake a cake. You create an outline before you write a paper. Well, at least I hope you do. It's part of life. Let's have a begin with the end in mind experience right now, using your tool of imagination. Find a place where you can be alone without interruption. There. Now clear your mind of everything. Don't worry about school, your friends, your family, or that Z on your forehead. Just focus on me. Breathe deeply and open your mind. In your mind's eye, visualize someone walking towards you about half a block away. At first, you can't see who it is. As this person gets closer and closer, you suddenly realize, believe it or not, it's you. But it's not you today. It's you as you would like to be 1 year from now. Now think deeply. What have you done with your life over the past year? How do you feel inside? What do you look like? What characteristics do you possess? Remember, this is what you would be like 1 year from now. What would you like to be like? You can float back to reality now. If you were a good sport and actually tried the experiment, you probably got in touch with your deeper self. You got a good feel for what's important to you and what you'd like to accomplish this next year. That's called beginning with the end in mind. And it doesn't even hurt. As Jim discovered, beginning with the end in mind is a powerful way to help turn your dreams into realities. When I feel frustrated or get depressed, I found something that really helps me. I go someplace where I can be alone and I close my mind and I visualize mentally where I want to be and where I want to go and when I'm an adult. I try to see the whole picture of my dream life, and then I automatically begin to think about what it's going to take to get there. What I need to change. This technique started when I was a ninth grader, and today I'm on my way to making some of those visualizations a reality. In fact, thinking beyond today can really be quite exciting, and as this high school senior test can help you take charge of your life. I've never planned a thing in my life. I just do things as they pop up. The thought that one should have an end in mind never ever entered my mind. It has always been exciting to learn because I suddenly find myself thinking beyond the now. I now am not only planning my education, but also thinking about how I want to raise my kids, how I want to teach my family, what kind of home life we would have. I'm taking charge of my life and not blowing in the wind anymore. Why is it so important to have an end in mind? I'll give you 2 reasons. The first is that you're at a critical crossroads in life, and the path you choose now can affect you forever. The second is that you don't decide your own future. Someone else will decide it for you.